Hi everyone, I'm Callie. Welcome back into the channel. Today we're going to be playing another episode of Mass Effect 2. Last episode, I left you guys on another cliffhanger. We are finally on Tuchanka. We ran into a super special blast from the past friend, one of my favorites in Mass Effect 1. Rex. I think he's doing really well. It was so exciting to see how he has changed over the past couple years, and he's really grown into this leader that is trying to spread the new ways of the clans amongst his people. And I like to think that maybe we had something to do with the way that he views everything in the Krogan world now. Running into him was just really amazing. I think that out of all of the interactions that I have had with running into people from our past, his was one of my favorites. And I'm not sure if it's because I just have a very deep love for Rex, or if it was just it was such a touching moment. With everybody else, LIARA, it was great. We had like our kiss and stuff like that, which was nice. We embraced. Ashley gave us the cold shoulder. Tali was of course very happy to see us, but it wasn't that like, Shepard, my friend, like what I've been looking for out of all of the people that we run into. Joker was also kind of the same, because it's Joker and he is who he is, and it was definitely exciting to see him, but there was something about that interaction with Rex that was just perfect. It was so well done, and everything that I have been looking for in running into our old crew members, and I just really genuinely enjoyed that interaction very much. Today we are going to do Dr. Mordin's quest line. I'm also very excited to do his because, as you guys can tell, he is one of my favorite people so far in Mass Effect 2. It's really hard not to play favorites in a game where you are thrown into such intense relationships with people. Usually, like in real life, I try not to play favoritism because I don't think that it's like healthy. I don't know. I'm just so drawn to people, and I'm drawn to Mordin Solus for sure, and also Miranda, but I feel like it's because I've already done her side quest. I was very consumed by her side quest because it had a lot of ties to my personal life and things that I have been through. I'm excited to start Dr. Solus's quest. I think that I'm gonna love it just because I genuinely love who he is. I really hope that it goes well for us today. I'm a little bit nervous that something might have happened badly to his friend, to his scientist coworker, and I'm just nervous about it. I think that if he is upset or if something really awful happened, I'm gonna feel those emotions too, just because I do have this very strong tie with Dr. Mordin right now. Hopefully we can just go in and save him, and that's that. But knowing Mass Effect, I need to prepare for the worst. I brought tissues, I brought a nice cup of tea that says follow your heart, and it's gonna be a great episode today. My nose so itchy. I've been super ready to get into this side quest, and without further ado, let's go. Ooh, we have a Codex. I didn't realize. Tuchanka.
The Krogan homeworld boasts extreme temperatures, virulent diseases, and vicious predatory fauna. Around 1900 BCE, the Krogan discovered atomic power, promptly instigated many intraplanetary wars, sending Tuchanka into a nuclear winter. With most of their industrial base destroyed, the Krogan entered a new dark age, and warring tribal bands dominated. Populations remained low for the next 2,000 years. First contact with the Solarians made resurgence possible. Krogan brought to less hostile planets bred exponentially and returned to reconquer their home. They built vast underground shelters to shield themselves from surface radiation, which proved prescient during the Krogan rebellions, when many of them isolated themselves in a vain attempt to avoid the genophage. Convinced they could outbreed the genophage, they transmitted it into more than 90% of the sealed bunkers. Today, Tuchanka's population is sharply limited, and while individual Krogan are long-lived, the genophage ensures few replacements.
Intense. Super intense. We've talked about the genophage a lot on this channel, but it always makes me really sad to hear what happened here. And I think it's because I know Rex, and I know that not all Krogan are these bloodthirsty villains. They're just It's an unfortunate trait that they are more aggressive than the other species, but yeah, we've talked about it a lot here. All right, so I did want to read what's going on here. Mordin has learned the Bloodpack mercenaries have captured Maelon, his former protege, and are holding him on Tuchanka. Maelon helped Mordin work on the Genophage project, so his capture raises possible security concerns. I actually forgot about that. I remember him working on the Genophage project with him, and we read all about that stuff with the Shadow Broker on the Shadow Broker's files, which, speaking of, maybe today we can go back and read some more because we have a couple new people since we've been there. We'll have to go back and read some lore over there again. And maybe get some more stuff from our investments, I think they were called. I think we get investments and maybe some materials are aboard too. Plus, it would be nice to see LIARA again. But I didn't even think about the security concerns. That's actually... Hopefully they're not torturing him for information and possibly leaking said information. Could be a really bad situation about to go down. All right, so let's head out. Woo. Weird door. Okay, nothing over here. I like the random, like, cricket. Also, I don't know if there's not supposed to be any music.
Enemies on our left.
Here. Oop. But it's been very quiet since we've been here.
Thought I was harmless, did you?
What is that? Holy crap! A Clixon? What in the world? They're huge. I don't think we've seen Clixons before. Oh, jeez.
Not difficult.
Not difficult. Oh.
Firing a high impact shot.
Oh, I missed. That stupid hump was in the way. Whoa. Hopefully they dropped ammo because I'm running a little low already. The other creatures did not drop anything for me. Is there anything over here? Nope. Okay. This place is so crazy. So run down. Just debris everywhere. The music picked up, so I feel like we're about to deal with... Is he still hanging on? Where is this guy? Oh, I thought that was a bomb behind him. It's just a crate, I think. Alright, he dropped some ammo.
Trouble ahead.
There's some...
Burn through any awesome shot. Ready. Fire in the hole. Krogan closing in.
Is he still alive? What the heck is that dog doing?
Kill that one.
Ooh.
Not difficult.
Alright. Got sketchy for a second. I hear something. Are they to my left? Yeah, they're to my left. I'm gonna try to grab some cover here. Nice, let's go. I think someone hit his grenade, his like tank pack or something. Ooh, some iridium. There is no way to go over here, right? Yeah, no. Maybe it's just my ears. I've been dealing with some like allergy stuff. Whoa! I just killed Garrus. Okay, he's fine. Don't run out there like that, dude.
Impressive.
What are you doing?
Enjoy.
Get back over there. Just running out into the open. Alright, there's another one there. I missed? How? Let's go. Alright, let me make sure there's nothing over here. I don't think there is. No, I can't get up there. This place is gross. There's all these vorcha everywhere, and I have a feeling we're gonna run into some sticky situations. Where's Mordin? Okay. Just making sure there's no containers of element 0 somewhere. Ooh, an explosive crate.
Repurposed Krogan hospital. Sturdy, built to withstand punishment.
That's unfortunate. Hospitals aren't fun to fight through.
What is fun to fight through?
True.
Gardens, electronic shops, antique stores, but only if they're classy.
But only if they're classy. Who did Garrus turn into? He was not... Was he always this funny? I guess I never really took him on, like, any sort of... Oh, no, there's a dead person. Any sort of missions with me before. I took him on a couple, but I don't remember him being so funny.
That body, human. Need to take a look. Sores, tumors, ligatures showing restraint at wrists and ankles, track marks for repeated injection sites. Test subject, victim of experimentation.
Any clue to identification?
I don't suppose there's a way to tell who this poor bastard was.
No tattoos or ID. Maybe slave or prisoner, maybe merc or pirate. Irrelevant now. Clearly part of Krogan tests to cure genophage. Humans useful as test subjects. Genetically diverse. Enables exploration of treatment modalities.
Using humans is wrong. I mean, obviously.
Experimenting on humans? That kind of crap is what makes Cerberus start to seem like a good idea.
Never used humans myself. Disgusting. Unethical. Sloppy. Used by brute force researchers, not thinkers. No place in proper science. Krogan use of humans, unsurprising.
Did you use Krogan subjects?
I imagine you had to do some live subject testing while developing the new genophage.
No, unnecessary. Limited tests to simulations, corpses, cloned tissue samples. High-level tests on Varen. No tests on species with members capable of calculus. Simple rule, never broke it.
Aww, Mordin's amazing. See, Cerberus could do things in such a better way, but they're so quick to be like the first one to science and fact that they cross so many lines on humanity. And it's really sad. It should be like Mordin says, if they can do calculus, then you can't. I mean, I can't do calculus. Maybe that's not a good example. Why not Varen?
Wouldn't something native to Tuchanka work better? Varen, maybe?
Yes, human experiments strictly high-level, concept testing. Native Tuchanka fauna likely used later in development stages. Wise to delay use of Varen until necessary. Powerful bite.
What can you tell about their experiments from looking at the body?
Position of tumors suggests deliberate mutation of adrenal, pineal glands, modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands hit by genophage. Clever.
Clever, yeah, but it sounds bad.
Do you think they're close to curing the genophage?
Can't say. Need more data. Conceptually sound, though. Genophage alters hormone levels, could repair damage with hormonal counterattack.
So they're trying to cure the genophage. I mean, obviously.
How are humans more genetically diverse?
More variable. Peaks and valleys, mutations, adaptations, far beyond other life. Makes humans useful test subjects. Larger reactions to smaller stimuli.
Are differing appearances?
I know we can look much different from each other, but Asari have a wide range of skin tones.
No, ignore superficial appearance, down to genetic code. Biotic abilities, intelligence levels. Can look at random Asari, Krogan, make reasonable guess. Humans, too variable to judge. Outliers in all species, of course. Geniuses, idiots. But human probability curve offers greater overall variety.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we need to stop this for sure. We need to stop the human experimentation. We need to get Maelon. We need to... Yeah, there's some stuff going on here.
Now we've got 2 reasons to shut this place down.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on Maelon. Too late to help the dead.
Okay. Jeez, I can't believe they're experimenting on humans. It's awful. Iridium. This place is creepy. I expect it to be like more hospital-y, but it doesn't really look like a hospital. Just maybe we're in the entrance still. I don't know. I'm not getting like hospital vibes. It's just like run down cement buildings.
I am the speaker for Clan Ware, Offworlders. You have shed our blood. By rights, you should be dead already. But Warlock Gold, the Chief of Chiefs, has ordered that you be given leave to flee and spread the message of our coming.
You're letting us go? Why? Spread the message of our coming. Look what I've done so far. Yeah, why are you letting us go?
Krogan don't generally let people go. What does Clan Warelock have planned?
If you walk away now, you can tell your children that you saw Clan Warlock before our blood pact conquered the stars. You think the Erd not impressive? They are pitiful! Warlock Gold will destroy them! The Solarian will cure the genophage, and Clan Warlock will spread across the galaxy in a sea of blood!
Appears they discovered Maelon's work. Unfortunate.
Yeah, so I was like, it sounds bad. Sounds like they know the Solarian knows how to cure the genophage. Sounds bad. It also kind of seems like they're talking themselves up. Like, maybe they're nervous that maybe they know who we are, and they're nervous that we're about to destroy all of their research and everything. Why else would they just let us walk out the door? No one else has to die.
It doesn't have to happen like this. I can understand wanting to cure the genophage.
No, human, you understand nothing! You have not seen the piles of children that never lived. The Krogan were wronged. We will make it right, and then we will have our revenge!
I understand why and where he's coming from. This is such a hard topic. There's so many gray areas. Why not try diplomacy?
Half the galaxy sees the Krogan as victims. If you start a war, you'll lose their support.
We have the Blood Pack, and we have the Solarian. When our clan numbers in the millions, we will not need support. When we cure the genophage, Warlock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan rebellions will become...
Renegade!
Talk too much.
See? The human cannot hit a simple target.
Uh-oh. Oh my god! What a terrible way to die. I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, we're doing this now. Oh boy. I feel bad. That was a really bad way to die, for sure. Where are they? Alright, they're gonna be coming over this way most likely, so I'm just gonna run this way. I don't know where to go. Everywhere seems really bad.
And stay down.
Because there's people like above me, and then there's these guys. Alright, he's down. Mickey's dead. Jeez.
Deploying incineration tank.
Concussive shot ready.
Oh, I didn't have a bullet in there. There we go. Okay. Oh, what a terrible way to die. I'm so sorry. That was really rough. Gosh, when there's like a paragon or like a renegade reaction with the clickers, I have to press it. It's like that red button that is like in the glass case and they're like, do not press. I want to touch it. I want to touch the button. I can't help myself. Can never not. This is really hard fighting them when like I know they're just trying to cure the genophage. Like it's honestly like such a noble act to try to cure the genophage, and I feel like such a terrible person being like, no, you have to live your life with the genophage. But I also understand why they have to live this way. It's just, I agree with him. I think the Krogan have been wronged. There is many different ways that it could change and get better, and I think that what Rex is doing is very helpful. But there's these groups like this that just want to cure the genophage. They can't see anything but anger and red and tape, and it's really sad.
Labs likely through there. Can smell antiseptic. Hint of dead flesh.
Ugh, you can smell that? Ugh, it probably smells gross in here. Well, now it's looking more like a hospital. A very creepy, insane asylum hospital. Iridium. Is there something over there? No.
Active console may contain useful data. One moment. Genetic sequences. Hormone mutagens still steady. Protein chains, live tissue, clone tissue. Very thorough. Standard treatment vectors. Avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
Yeah, obviously his protege has been doing all of this. When we talked to Dr. Mordin last time about him and his genophage mission, he was laughing about like a Krogan scientist. So knowing that they are doing and running experiments that are pretty successful, it sounds like, his protege is definitely working, for sure.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Mordin.
Not developing, modifying, much more difficult, working within confines of existing genophage, 100 times the complexity. Errors unacceptable, could cause total sterility, malignant tumors, could even reduce effectiveness, worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable, 1 in 1,000, perfect target, optimal growth. Like gardening.
You're a heartless killer. I don't think that. You were keeping it level?
You're saying you were working just as hard to keep their population from falling?
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan. Not difficult. Increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further. Chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic. Didn't want to repeat. All life precious. Universe demands diversity.
Gosh, I love Dr. Mordin. So what's the process of work?
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
Best years of my life. Wake up with ideas, talk over breakfast, experiments all morning. Statistical analysis in afternoon, run new simulations during dinner, set data runs to cook overnight. Laughter, ego, argument, passion, galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us. Got anything we wanted.
Are you still close to your team?
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
No. All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. Not appropriate for team.
Oh. You've gone down in the world. I don't want to say that to him. He's on our team now. Hopefully he can make new friends here.
How can you agree with using the genophage, Mordin? Look at what happened to Tuchanka as a result.
State of Tuchanka not due to genophage. Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Salarians made first contact.
Yeah.
Krogan choices. Refuse truce during Krogan rebellions. Expand after Rachni wars. Splinter after genophage. Genophage medical, not nuclear. No craters from virus. Damage caused by Krogan, not Salarians, not me.
Yeah, exactly. And no, it's not still your fault. What the heck? You're open to Krogan peace? I mean, if they would allow it.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that.
Yes, United Krogan saved Galaxy, destroyed Rachni. Genophage not punishment, simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
Okay, let's get moving.
We're not gonna find Maelon staring at consoles. Come on.
I like Dr. Mordin more and more as we talk. We've seen some pretty, awful stuff with experimentations, especially when working for Cerberus, or in Mass Effect 1, working against Cerberus. So it's kind of refreshing to hear about the genophage from someone that helped produce it, and also that is so pro-life. And it's just, he's a really respectable dude. What the heck is this?
Dead Krogan, female. Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer. Sterile Warelock female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
This bothers you?
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work? Irrelevant. No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan. Never killed with medicine. Her death not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize population. Never wanted this. Can see it logically. But still unnecessary. Foolish. Waste of life. Hate to see it.
How often do you see it?
I didn't think you'd had much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tuchanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accepted as necessary. See small picture. Remind myself why I run a clinic on Omega.
Oh.
Rest, young mother. Find your gods. Find someplace better.
Aw, yeah, that sounded religious.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Mordin.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives, then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races. No answers. Many questions.
You had a crisis of faith. Interesting.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor who killed millions.
Modified genophage project great in scope. Scientifically brilliant. But ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral. Tragic. Not guilty. But responsible. Trained as doctor. Genophage affects fertility. Doesn't kill. Still. Caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
It just clicked to me as we're going through this conversation with Dr. Mordin, why people are so against the genophage. The game wants you to be. Look at how we're reacting to Dr. Mordin. He has to keep reacting to our really negative jabs at him, you murdered millions of people. No, he just stopped lives from happening. He didn't cause any of this. He didn't cause the winter here. He didn't cause the reason why the Krogan keep trying and failing and, like he said, wasted life of experimentations. He didn't cause any of this. He was trying to help, and he did. In a sense, he did. He probably stopped multiple wars. If we're piling corpses and we're piling bodies and it's a number count on how many deaths are on his hands, it's far less than if he wouldn't have gone through with the genophage experimentation. There would have been so many wars. There would have been so many really bad times if the Krogan were allowed to prosper. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, or like I just said, the game is being so harsh on him. Like, I don't want to talk to him this way. I don't really have any other way to talk to him. It's just like purely negative. Like, you killed millions of people, your blood is on your hands, blah blah blah. Like, I don't really believe that. And the game is definitely like placing so much blame on his shoulders, and I kind of don't appreciate it. I wish that we were given multiple options like we normally are. I think that this conversation is awesome and very deep, but I wish that it could be a little bit more open to agreeing with him, because we're very combative with him right now. Hopefully it changes, but I realized the jabs, and I noticed a lot of people in the comments, and a lot of you guys were with me on how I feel about the genophage, how there's pros and cons, there's gray areas. That's what makes this game super amazing to talk about and throw yourself into. But I just wish that there was a little bit more dialogue here, because we're saying one thing, and I think that's why a lot of people probably look that way, because the game is forcing you to, pretty much.
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
Wheel of Life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here. Too wasteful. Have more to offer. Mistakes to fix. Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
Aww. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I also had a religious crisis when COVID hit, actually, is when I started to have my religious, like, searching for answers, searching for anything. And I also went down like the road of Ganesh and all of that stuff, just kind of like searching for answers. And in really, really hard times, it's easy to try to find answers, and sometimes it can make you feel a little more alone. It does the opposite effect sometimes. If you're searching for answers and you're just not sure what the heck is going on, and you're looking through all of the different religions or whoever or whatever to help you get through, and sometimes it can feel very empty. So I understand why he's so much like me. It's crazy. It's super, super weird. Like, undo the genophage, I don't think that is something that I want to say. Great talk about the corpse. Like, we're just being so rude and combative to him. It's unfair. All right, let's just say, come on, let's move. I don't want to end the conversation, but yeah, let's move.
We need to find Maelon and shut this place down.
We do need to shut this place down for sure.
Yes.
That was a weird... I think that might have been a bug. I hate that we're making him feel bad. I don't think that he did anything wrong. I didn't really appreciate that conversation. It was very strange. Oh, just missed that one. Oh, I missed it again. Oh, Jesus. Hey, we can hack it again. Okay. All right, let's try again. Maybe a little less sporadic this time. Oh, that was not worth going to, was it? One more. There we go. I hate these ones. These are probably my least...
This should come in handy.
Oh my gosh. These are probably my least favorite to hack. All right, did we look at everything in here? We went in that room. We went in that room. All right. We go. Alright, I'm gonna go through this door first. Aww. Hello?
You killed the Blood Pack guards.
Not Blood Pack, not member of Clan Werlock. Wrong clan markings.
I'm an Urdnot scout. Werlock guards got me. Brought me here.
What did they do to you?
You don't look so good. Are you injured?
They gave me things.
Aww.
Injections mostly. Sometimes gas. Made me sick. Fever. Aches. Can't keep food down. They're fixing the genophage. I'm making a sacrifice. For all Krogan.
Can you get out?
Do you need help getting out of here? You should be clear to the exit.
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay. They're curing the genophage. They're gonna make it all better. They have to keep doing the tests.
Caution, Shepard. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
I want to help.
Why do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough. This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females. I'll never have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I mattered.
But it doesn't help your clan. Your clan needs numbers, and...
Millions of children will be born. Werlock children. They're gonna destroy the other clans.
But... No. No, they said I was helping Urdnot.
They're lying to
If
you.
you want to help Urdnot, you need to get back there. But it would take a real badass to make it back to camp while injured.
I can do it.
You? I said a badass, not some scout whining like a quarian with a tummy ache.
I can do it. I'm up. And I'm going to the female camp.
Damn right you are. Get back there and show them what you're worth. Go! Go!
There's no pep talk like a military pep talk.
You sorry son of a... Oh, look at this guy. He didn't make it. Who just said that? You guys hear that? Someone said you can't kill me. That was really creepy. I think it's like haunted in here. Did you guys hear that? Okay. That was creepy. I feel bad for him. They tricked him into being a test subject and lied to him. Told him that he was doing it for the good of his clan when all they want to do is murder the clans. Oh man.
Shepard, I'm detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A misplaced shot could cause a significant explosion.
Oh boy.
Or a well-placed shot. Explosives useful. Burn through Krogan armor.
True. Okay, we gotta be careful up here, huh? Yup.
Heads up!
Where's these explosive crates?
Killed that one.
Enjoy.
I don't know where the explosive... Oh, here's some explosive crates. Alright, we gotta be careful. I think there's another one right here.
Clean hit.
Whoops, that was an accident. Ooh! I hate being next to this, like, explosive crate.
Ooh. Concussive shot ready. Next. Could burn through any armor.
Alright, let's get the heck away from this crate. Is there anything down here? Circuit boards. Nice. Nothing over here. Okay. Some meds. What's that? Sorry, I just kicked you out of there, Mordin. Where are the dogs going? What are they doing?
There we go.
They're like running around. I think they were like stuck on this box or something. Power cells, nice. Nothing in here. Okay, guess we're going down.
On our right.
Oop, I see him. Okay.
Enemy charging. This should slow him down. Ratch 1.
Okay, there's more. There's some explosives over here. I'm gonna wait for him to get close. Those are not explosives. Those are definitely not explosives. All right.
Any armor. One down.
Jeez. Okay.
Get ready for close combat.
All right, let me get this other gun out.
This should slow him down.
That was really close. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm running. Holy crap. All right.
Krogan charging.
Who the heck is that guy? A chief? Holy crap. I think I moved. That was wild. I should have kept my pistol out, but I didn't realize there was another Krogan like standing behind the one that I was killing. That was super messy. All right, anything over there? No, I can't get over there. All right, I think we just go... There's a door over there. What's in here? I want to see what's in this door real quick. Locked crate. Okay. $3,000 creds. Nice. Anything else over here? Tucked away? Nope. Alright, now we head this way. This is a huge hospital. Research terminal. Okay, let's see what's on this. No. I thought I could do it in time. That's okay, we still made it. I knew it was gonna push me down into the X, but I thought I could get it. Ooh, heavy weapon ammo, let's go. It's him.
Maelon, alive, unharmed.
He's okay.
No
He's
signs of restraint,
working.
no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
He's
You're
working.
such a smart man, Professor. You always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions.
Oh no.
How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
Warlock is controlling him. He didn't need rescuing. Yeah, maybe he's being controlled? I don't know. I thought Maelon's been on his team since the beginning. What is going on?
Maybe the Werelock brainwashed or drugged him to keep him under control.
Unlikely. Pupil's normal. Body language consistent with standard metabolic state.
Please, Professor, you wrote a paper on this. Forced behavior modification always results in mental degradation. Whether from Reaper indoctrination or drugs, test subjects always lose higher cognitive function.
Not brainwashed or conditioned. Need Maelon at peak capacity for work. Must be alternate source of coercion.
Alternate source of coercion? I feel like he betrayed you, Mordin.
The Blood Pack never kidnapped Maelon. He went to them. He's working on a cure voluntarily.
Contact said he was with Blood Pack. Assumed. But why? Never argued with necessity of genophage.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student! I looked up to you!
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
So he didn't handle the experimentations well, or the genophage. He's holding it poorly. What about the ethics behind this? Like, what are you doing?
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
No.
Mordin, did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Maelon.
Exactly.
So your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
Oh my gosh. So what is your alliance with Warlock?
Why work with Clan Werelock? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Werelock, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
Not Clan Erdnot?
Erdnot has a larger camp than Werelock. Why not use them?
Erdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Erdnot's loss and Werelock's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
This is ridiculous.
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
Krogan fight over fertile females. They become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
Yeah, look at the past. Look at what happened. You guys know how I feel about this. So what are the results of the cure? Are you almost done?
What happens if the genophage is cured and the Krogan expand again? That will be on your head.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel. Is this a more peaceful universe? The assault on your Eden Prime might never have happened if we had let the Krogan recover. We'll never know.
No, that's garbage. That's absolutely garbage. The Batarians are just, there's bad groups in every species. Just like when you go to a city as humans, there's bad parts in the city. It's not because of a hormonal defect like in the Krogan where they have this blood rage. It's because some people are just, there's good and evil in everything, and it's garbage. This is a garbage standpoint.
How would a Krogan population explosion have done anything to stop Saren and the Geth?
An increased Krogan population would have forced the Council to take steps, likely involving colony rights in the Traverse. The Turian fleets would be vigilant for any military activity in the area. They might have stopped the Geth at Eden Prime.
Supposition. Impossible to be certain.
Don't you see? We tried to play God and we failed. We only made things worse, and I'm going to fix it.
No, this project is over. I want to ask what he wants to do. What do you think that we should do, Mordin?
Maelon clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Oh!
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
I was too late.
Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
Oh, Mordin, I'm so sorry. I was too late to the trigger button. We saved Miranda from having to kill that one guy that she grew up with, and now we just blew it for Mordin. Are you okay?
Don't worry about me, Mordin. How are you doing?
Disappointed. Thought Maelon better than that. Never suspected he'd go so far. Knew he was young, impressionable. Should have talked to him after. Gotten him through guilt.
Yeah, that's exactly what I came in here and said. The guilt got to him, and like the guy from Spider-Man that turned into the Goblin, like he couldn't handle the guilt. He couldn't handle his own demons. You were hurting too.
It's easy to miss someone else's needs when you're in the middle of your own soul searching.
Exactly.
Went to Omega. Tried to get away. Should have stayed. Right, wrong, irrelevant. Maelon dead. Problem solved. Maelon's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though.
His research was sick. Yeah, I don't think that we should keep his research. His research has human blood on it. Maelon's research, only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though. But if they keep it and then it comes into the wrong hands again, like, it's just gonna cause another really big issue. I think that we should destroy it. I feel bad because, like, on the flip side of things, everyone, like, humans died, Krogan died, a lot of people, experimentations happen in here, and it would be good to have that data because then their lives wouldn't have been done and destroyed for nothing. But we can't keep this sort of research around. I don't think it's safe.
This is the research that includes tests on living victims.
Yeah.
It's tainted.
Yeah.
Right now, victims died for nothing. Keep it, use it. Death's worth something. Maelon's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan, effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
I think the genophage was the right call. Finally, we can say something that I agree with.
How long did you spend researching the likely outcome of the Krogan recovering?
Years. Krogan population increase always led to war. Always.
You did the right thing then, do the right thing now. Destroy the data.
Yes. Only safe course. Wiping drive. Done. Ready to go. Ready to be off to Chunka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
Aww. I kind of want to look around the room, and then we can go somewhere sunny.
I'd like to look around a bit more.
Oh my god. His body. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really wish that we could have killed him instead of Mordin, but I feel like he will handle it okay. I feel like Mordin is a little bit more emotionally sound than Miranda, and he seems like he's in a better headspace to take care of that sort of task, but I feel really sad that it went down that way. I wish that we could have done the Paragon reaction for him. I was just so, like, taken back that my hand was off the mouse and I wasn't quick enough. Jeez. I honestly was not expecting it to go this way. With everyone being, like, tortured in the area, I kind of just assumed that we were gonna come in here, he's gonna be tortured, Mordin's gonna freak out, and, like, we're just gonna come in guns blazing and start shooting, and... wow, what a plot twist. Alright, so I think that was everything in here. Look at these poor Krogan that just... I feel bad that, like, we didn't get to keep the data because of all of the lives that it took to make this happen, and I feel sick to my stomach about it, but at the same time, we don't want something like this happening again. It would be wildly irresponsible for us if we kept the data. Man. That was amazing. definitely a crazy, crazy side quest. And now I understand why everyone talks badly about me being pro-ish genophage. Like, there's a lot of gray. Of course, I'm not going to be like, yes, I 100% think that the genophage was the cure to all, because now, like, his protege was saying, they're fighting over females, there's more badness happening, but we're stopping multiple wars from being a thing. We're stopping wars from happening, and we're stopping a lot more death than it would be if we didn't stop the genophage. So there's gray in it, which is something that makes talking about this very interesting, but it was kind of troubling that every time I tried to talk to Dr. Mordin about it, the game wanted me to be so negative towards him. I thought I was very taken back by that. I think that that wasn't really fair. Trouble by Clan Warlock's progress towards genophage cure without Cerberus knowledge. Eradication of cure data removes problem, but must recruit Vorcha, Krogan informants, to cover information gaps. Toward genophage cure without Cerberus knowledge. So what? He's just mad that he wasn't included. Eradication of cure data removes problem, but must recruit Vorcha, Krogan informants, to cover information gaps. Interesting. Mordin has a new power. Cripple an organic enemy with pain. Wow, neural shock. And he has a new outfit. I'm excited to check that out. We have a Krogan vitality upgrade. All Krogan squad members get plus 50% health. Super nice. And a heavy weapon ammo upgrade. Nice. Very cool. I'm excited that we can talk to Dr. Mordin now when we're on the ship. I'm actually really excited about that. Before we leave, we finished that one with like the shooting of the, I forget what they were calling them. They look like little monkeys, but like the mini game, we finished that, so we can go buy some stuff now. So I'm gonna go do that.
Take your business to the clan leader.
Because I think we get a discount now. And there was some stuff that I wanted to get through him.
Those little bastards think they're so smart. Needed us to fight the rat guy, though, didn't they? Couldn't take us in a fair fight. Had to use diseases. That's a gutless way to win.
Hope Dr. Mordin's okay.
Clan Urdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Warlock. Based on population profiles, Clan Urdnot has adopted surviving members of Clan Warlock, mostly women and children.
Ah, intelligent move. Surprising from Krogan. Glad to see it.
Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the local clan leader for assistance with Grunt's problem.
Okay. We're definitely gonna go back and talk to Rex again. I think that we'll do that after we walk around the...
My son, I tackled the Baron. He was good. Fast.
Was?
Well, of course he was. Any son of yours must be. Then they went back to the female camp. He was so fast. I didn't get to talk with him.
Aw, he wanted to spend more time with his son. It's actually really sweet.
You don't want anything I sell, human. It'll tear your insides like you swallowed knives. Seeing those vermin roasting in the heat from an explosive shell, I swear it was glorious.
Oh, my pleasure.
It was a lot of fun.
Help yourself to more. There's no shortage of pie jocks out there if you get a craving for violence. I'll give you a discount at my store. Anything you want, you buy at cost.
Okay.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
I don't actually remember... Ew, pie jack meat. Fresh, raw pie jack meat is a favorite of Varen everywhere. It's 0 credits? I don't know why we would purchase that, but okay. Maybe it'll come in handy later? Why do I need that? Let's definitely get this heavy ammo upgrade. Let's see. Shields by 5%. I don't know what gauntlets we have. I guess I should just buy them just in case. I'm not gonna get the death mask. I'm not gonna get this one. I think the one that we're wearing right now is 10%. Asymmetric defense layer. Plus it's really ugly. The shield harness I'm not gonna worry about. I am gonna get this heavy pistol though, for sure. Okay. So I'm gonna head back to the Normandy and... Aww.
Why bother with all the politics? You know you've sired his son. That's enough. But I could teach him to hunt, the best way to shoot a gun, to fight with honor and savagery. You can do that next time they bring the children.
It's such a sad way to live. Aww. That's such a sad way to live. Being like torn from your son, your offspring, because they go back to like the children camp. I mean, I see why it's necessary because look at this area. It's not a place to raise a kid. Oh my gosh, those warriors have the weirdest conversations. All right. Yeah, so let's go back to the Normandy real quick, and I'm gonna grab Rex on our way back down. We'll let Dr. Mordin rest for a little bit after everything that happened. I'm also interested to see what he has to say after everything, because we should be able to talk to him now, I think. So let's see what Kelly has to say.
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with them. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So wouldn't want to be alone with him? Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. That's how I feel about him too. Okay, let's see what Joker has to say, because we brought out 2 different people than normal, so let's see what he has to say about them.
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Well, it seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. No surprise, Mordin acts superior to everyone, like he's got tenure at FU. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
So we have heard both of those.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Okay. Yeah, nothing new with him. The same old stuff. I forgot that we had asked him about Garrus and Mordin already. I thought that they were new. Okay, so I'm gonna go see what Dr. Mordin is up to in here. I hope he's doing okay after the mission. I know it had to be pretty hard.
Still hard to believe Maelon betrayed me. Betrayed my work.
Yeah.
Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Shame I had to kill him. Might have made a good member of the team. Willing to get his hands dirty.
You're awfully relaxed. See, this is what I mean by, like, Mordin has a higher tolerance for emotional damage than Miranda does, because he's literally fine. He's good at looking at the positive sides of things, and I think that's what I love the most about him as well, because he is so practical that he can mainly see, like, the flip side of good things. Like, he talks about the pros and cons, and he balances them enough to make it less aggressively like going one side or the other. Yeah, you're very relaxed.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Maelon otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
She's so smart. And yeah, he would become Maelon if he harped on it. So Maelon wasn't like that. I think he was. So you don't feel anything? He's not saying that.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tachanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
What about the research? I kind of want to ask about like, what is this? Maelon wasn't like that?
Maelon didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
That's true.
True. Didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthier emotionally. Can still make wrong choices. Bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Maelon couldn't accept feelings. Made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage. Can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
Unsure. Okay. Yeah, Maelon wasn't like that is not how... I thought it was like Maelon wasn't a bad person. That's what I thought in my head. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
What about Maelon's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
Gone now. Could recreate, but could always have recreated. Or improved. Taught Maelon everything he knows. Didn't teach him everything I knew. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
Mordin's awesome. He is awesome. And I know I was kind of like kicking myself in the butt earlier about not doing the Paragon interaction. I'm not sure what would have happened in that moment if we would have taken the gun from him and shot him ourselves or what, but I'm actually glad that we let it happen now because he's handling it so well and he did what he had to do and he's not harping on it. Whereas like with Miranda, I know for sure she would have harped on killing her childhood friend that helped save her from the most terrible times in her life. So I'm glad that it worked out the way that it did. Mordin's awesome. All right, so I don't think that there's anybody else that we can talk to right now. So I'm gonna go feed my fish and do some upgrades.
Kenneth, what has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
True. They're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition.
Okay, hard, fast fights. Is that like a precursor warning? Is that some foreshadowing going on over there? I feel like that was a little bit foreshadowy. Alright, nice. We've had some fish. Alright, so we fed our fish just in case Kelly doesn't. I'm pretty much just like role-playing that I don't trust Kelly to do it because I'm sure that she would. I'm just a little bit nervous that our fish are gonna die and I really don't want them to. I don't know what happens if they die, but we're just gonna keep feeding them. So I was actually gonna take Grunt back down to Tuchanka, but I think I'm gonna save that for next episode because we're running a little bit short on time and I didn't want to make this extremely long. So I'm actually gonna go try to find the Shadow Broker ship because there should be some juicy information on there from our new members because we picked up 2 new people since then and I want to see if there's some dirt over there about them. I hope there's no like spoilers, but I just want to see what's going on over here. And I also want to bump into LIARA again. I think that that would be a good thing. I want to see how she's feeling with everything being the Shadow Broker now that we've had some time away from her. All right, so they're all the way over here.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Okay. So I'm guessing if I land here, I just am on the... Yeah, I'm on the Shadow Broker's ship. Okay. It's LIARA!
Shepard, I'm glad you came.
That's all?
Shepard,
I'm glad you came.
What? Okay. Ooh, we got some platinum. 5,000 platinum. Let's go. Alright, I'm not 100% sure if the music is because someone changed the radio again, but I'm gonna switch it back because this is intense. And I can't. Okay. Very shadow brokery. Oh, there's another one for platinum. Okay. I guess we'll buy that. I've used the other ones so far when I went out mining. It's just a shutter control. Alright, so the dossiers, I think, are what will be new. So I wonder if there's anything, like, added to these. No, it doesn't look like it. Surveillance. Yeah, we've read all of this before. Okay, so it doesn't look like they add anything. I could be wrong about this, and let me know in the comments. Do they, like, add anything to the dossiers? I feel like after we complete their loyalty mission, we should get an update. So I'm guessing no. But we do have 2 new members in here. We have Justicar Samara. Asari Justicar. Rigidity of Justicar code makes her movements and mission outcomes predictable. Mother to 3. Ardat Yakshi, one of who remains wanted for murder in Citadel space. She doesn't really have much. Transmission log, 1755 CE. Samara, I have called you together to ask something of you. It is not a small thing, but it is for the best. Ryla Faleri, are you receiving this? Is that her other kids? Quite well. Smother. We're in a common room. Her communicator is too near the door. Try now, Mother. This news would be best delivered in person, but I am not allowed to travel before tomorrow. I have something I must do. It is hazardous, and thus it must be done alone. What do you mean hazardous? Tomorrow I take the oath of solitude. It is to prepare me for the other oaths, but it means... You what? It is an oath required of all who... I know what it means, Mother. I'm 42 years old. I have heard of Justicars. Then do you understand why I must do it? No. The life of a Justicar is dangerous. I will make enemies, and they will seek to use you. That I understand. What is not clear is why you do this in the first place. It is not enough that we live 100 light years away from you in a dank fortress. Dank. That we have no communicator of our own, but we must use this communal one. Do you know what it means to us to hear your voice? I'm sorry, Falari. And now you take that away. That is wounding, but it is the truth. I wish there were some other path. And you called us instead of coming to see us. If I came to see you, I would never leave. You know that would mean. Is she that terrible, Mother? Is she so much of a menace that you would deny us ever seeing you, hearing your voice again? Why does her becoming a Justicar mean that she can't see her kids anymore? My dear, I cannot lose you on your own world and pretend I owe her victims nothing. Her crimes are my crimes. In time, you must see as I do. Time is a weak salve for a fresh wound. Please do not let anger ruin us. We will have our lives to contemplate the pain and loss. Can we not see from one another's eyes, just for a moment? I don't want to lose you, Mother, not over someone as small as Morala, or whatever she calls herself now. And Ryla, you've been silent. Are you in accord? I can only say I will yearn for you too. Surely you have more than that. Is this the only way that you have any other righteousness, Mother? It will let me live a just life. Then the goddess forbid I take it from you. Ryla terminates call. She loves you, Mother. She did not say it, but she does. And you, can you understand why I must do it? Catch her. Just catch her. I don't understand why her becoming a Justicar means that she can't be around her kids anymore. Unless, I mean, they haven't murdered anyone. They haven't killed. They chose the life of seclusion. They did everything they were asked. I don't understand why she can't see her other kids anymore. Possessions bequeathed by Justicar Samara. 4-bedroom home on Thesia. The furniture and households. Family sky car. What is this? All of the stuff that she gave away after becoming a Justicar? Dancing dresses. Intimate negligees. Bond ceremony gown. Bond ceremony bracelet. Hollow locket. Images of bondmate. Children. Reprogrammable. Lifetime Sarah's Fitness membership pass. A first place trophy at Amateur Skyball League. What? Amateur Skyball League. Vid and novel library. Photo albums. Sculpture of Samara and bondmate. Personalized happy birthday mom travel mug with photo of Samara and children. Hand cracked and repaired. Some glue marks visible. Aww. Memorial sphere from the bondmate and a birthing crash. You can tell by all of her stuff that she took her life as a matron very seriously, and it's super upsetting what she has to do because her kids were dealt a really sad hand. All right, Tallies is on here now too. Did we have Tallies before? Tally and Thanes. They're new. I think those are the only other new ones. Yeah, we read Captain Bailey's. All right, Tally. Mechanic and engineer. Typical Quarian investment in species is future instead of personal advancement. Father's work useful in widening tension between Geth and Quarian races. It's a shadow broker from Tally. You know, you don't know me. I'm the daughter of Admiral Rael Zora, and I've run into trouble on my pilgrimage. I was investigating a disabled Geth and found a recording that seemed to indicate that a specter named Saren is working with the Geth. He's betrayed the council and is working for some group called the Reapers. I'm on the Citadel now, but Saren's people are after me. This is too big for me to deal with. I'm willing to offer you the information in exchange for protection. Are you interested? I'm interested and you were smart to come to me. I have an enforcement on the Citadel named Fist. He can protect you. This is how she got involved. Give him the information and let him get you somewhere safe. No deal. Saren has turned too many people against me. If we're doing this, I want to meet you in person. I can't trust anybody else. Understood. I will meet you in person. First, we'll set it up. Fist will set it up. I'm forwarding you the intel on a Quarian named Tally. Oh, this is to Fist from Shadow. She wants a meeting and she's got valuable intel. Get her someplace safe and avoid any intelligence channels. Spectre Saren is after her. When you get the intel, kill the Quarian and any of our operatives who have access to the data. This information cannot be compromised. Top level security. You'll be compensated for the loss of any of your people. Your agent was compromised. He tried to sell me out to Saren. I've turned the information over to a Human Alliance commander named Shepard, and I think I've got all of the protection I need. Thank you for your offer. I hope this does not affect any future exchanges. We didn't know about any of this. To Tally. Of course, I apologize for Fist's behavior. Should you ever change your mind, I'd be more than happy to offer my personal protection. Please contact me at your earliest convenience. He's pissed. Let's go, Tally. Congrats on... I mean, we were there in time, too, to save her, but... Crazy. That's how it went down. Wow. Keystroke recording. Omnitool use Citadel. Begin message. Dear Sen and Hesser Jorin, I am. Erase line. To the parents of Mira Jorin Vass. Erase line. My name is Tally Vasnima, and I have led the unit where your son was killed on Haystrom. Partial line erase. Led the unit on Haystrom where your son died. Partial line erase. Unit on Haystrom where Mira Jorin died. I didn't know Mir and Joran well, but he seemed like a good soldier and a brave young. I didn't get the chance to know Mir very well, but I only served with Mir for a short time, but I was impressed by his bravery and his commitment to people. Is this why she's in trouble? Do you guys remember yesterday when during the last episode when I told you guys that maybe Tally was the leader of the group and someone's son or daughter died and they're going to be a Karen about it? Is this really... Did I see this coming? I only served for Mir for a short time, was impressed by his bravery. He saved me at the sacrifice of his... He gave his life to get the data that the Admiralty Board felt was... To get the data that one day will bring us back to the homeworld. I don't know if that helps. Back to homeworld. We all can honor his sacrifice. I am sorry. I understand what you must be. Save, draft, and exit. She never sent it. I wonder why else would they be giving us this information? How did I see that coming? Wow. I'm kind of sad because that's a cool plot twist. I'm sad that I foresaw it. It's like when you're watching your favorite show and you're like, this is probably what's going to happen. And then it ends up happening. I feel like that's what's going on right now. Dang. I feel like that's why she might be called into the summon to the thing. What is it called? The treasonous charges. For killing all of her squad mates or something. It has to be involved with that, right? And then it's interesting that there's that erased message from someone that was on her crewmate from a son that died. Interesting. Very interesting. We'll have to do her soon now that I think I know the reasoning why. Drell Assassin. Achieved top ranks in Henar training programs. Responsible for 1 hour massacre on Omega. Advanced Keppel syndromes makes neutralization a low priority. Neutralization? Kill methods. Preferred assassination methods. What a crazy dude. Human. Rear approach. Check shoulder to prevent turning. Hands to chin. Base skull. Neck snap. Check and grab shoulder. Arm around throat. Grip jaw. Single arm neck snap. Jeez. So this is just how he likes to kill each. What a crazy person. Alternate bomb. Precision nerve to strike to throat. Secondary nerve strike to counter blood rage because they're injured. Quad kick to bend target. Grip each side of skull. Turning, running leap, spinning neck snap. So he likes the neck snaps. He likes just... Okay, what a crazy psychopath. Dr. Chakwas's report. Lung capacity 42%. Left side lung shows large lesions. Right lung has nodular lesions only. Antibiotic treatment now resistant to Cipoxidin, Melonorin, Alburicin. Metastatic progress. Oh, jeez. It has... Oh, it hasn't traveled to his heart yet, but it's in his stomach and minor in his liver. So he has some metastatic progression. That sucks. Metastatic progression. Treatment options. Viable transplant candidate, but refused to be added to the list. Synthetic lung generation currently impossible for Drell. Maybe if we find his son, he will be more inclined to do the lung transplant. I don't know. Therapy and care. At this time, Mr. Krios should continue getting regular cardiovascular exercise in order to stimulate lung movement and prevent or delay the stiffness that causes lack of oxygen. While physical stimulation may also be beneficial in keeping tissue flexible, any injury at this point will dramatically impact Mr. Krios' body and cause rapid degeneration. It's unclear how much longer Thane will be able to serve in direct action. He should continue to wear loose clothing that leaves his chest uncovered to prevent moisture buildup that could worsen the problem. Jeez. Alright, I think we've read everybody's. Has he bought anything else? No. Someone changed my music again. It has to be LIARA. I know it's you now. You changed the music in my cabin's quarters. What are you doing?
Shepard, I'm glad you came.
Uh-huh. Jeez.
Copper ore is up 3%. I've sold your stock before tomorrow's market crash.
Alright, these are some more... Oh, we missed these last time, didn't we? I don't think I looked at this last time. What is this? Warning signal. A pirate fleet is massing on the fringes of the Terminus systems in preparation for a raid on outlying Alliance colonies. Send a tip-off to Admiral Hackett about the upcoming invasion. Heck yes. Admiral Hackett stood by our side. 100% give him a tip-off. The Certa Foundation can't start tests on a promising new antibiotic because of accidentally misfiled paperwork. Use your contact to help him cut through the red tape so they can begin clinical trials. Certa Foundation. On a new antibiotic? Okay. A smear campaign? A corrupt politician is trying to levy heavy taxes on all Earth-manufactured goods coming from his system in exchange for kickbacks from local businesses. Ruin the politician's reputation with a smear campaign so that his proposal doesn't pass? Heavy taxes? Heck yeah, I'm gonna smear him. Just reward. Eclipse mercenaries have secretly set up a red sand production facility on the planet Cuervo. Tip off the planetary authorities about the facility in exchange for half of the credits seized during their raid. Yes, we'll do that too. Interesting. I think I missed those last time. I don't think I looked at that. Okay, these are the ones where we can like retrain them if we want to. Okay. I'm gonna go look at the security cameras and then we'll head out from there. We'll see how Farron's doing too.
Hi again, Shepard.
For 2 years, LIARA didn't stop looking for you. You two must have been close.
She's a good friend. Better than I deserve.
Alright, I think that we said everything that we had to say to him.
Thanks.
Let's see if there's anything new in here. It said to come back later.
Aria Talok, Omega.
Yeah, we saw that one.
Emily
saw
Wong,
that.
Citadel.
Saw that.
Mazai, Citadel. Donnell Udina, Citadel.
We saw that.
Armando Bailey, Citadel.
Oh, Captain Bailey. So what, is he just like depressed or something?
David Anderson, Citadel. Praetor Gavon, Omega.
I don't know who that is. Praetor Gavon. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen him before.
Kalisa bint Sinan Al-Jilani, Citadel. Keeper 20, Citadel.
This is also super interesting, especially after the last mission that we went on with the elusive man, and how someone mentioned, I think it was either Jack or I think it was maybe Jack, or maybe it was Edie, something about how the keepers might have been like Protheans before or something like that, or maybe they've been mutated, or maybe they've been around for a long time. So what, did they murder a Krogan on the top? Just shows them walking away from the Krogan that's dead. Interesting.
Matriarch Atheta, Ilium. Erdnot Torsk, Tuchanka.
Erdnot Torsk. Oh, we know what this is now. He was throwing him into the the fighting arena.
Elias Kellum, Omega. Jacob Taylor, Normandy SR2. Subject 0, Purgatory, ship now defunct. Aria Talok, Omega. Emily Wong, Citadel.
Alright, so there's no new ones. Okay. Check for more videos on your next visit. Yeah, there's no new ones. Alright, so I think I have to go back this way to get on our ship again. How does this happen every single time after we visit the Shadow Broker ship? This is kind of weird. Like, it must be like a bug or something, but it's kind of funny to think that maybe LIARA is the one changing our music. What is going on? All right, everyone, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me on another adventure. Today was an awesome quest line. I really enjoyed getting to hear Dr. Mordin's side a little bit more about the genophage and how he feels about it, how he feels about experimentation in general. I feel like overall today was another big eye-opener on the reasons why I love Dr. Mordin, and just like I suspected, I appreciate the heck out of him even more. I feel like the game kind of wrongfully makes you talk down to him, and that is something that I didn't really appreciate today. It just feels like every answer that we were given him to say to him was just like, you're murdering people, you're doing this, like all of the finger pointing, and I don't agree with anything that the game was telling me to say to him. And it kind of made me like think back to Miranda's mission. Like, were we getting mad at her like about everything with her sister, or how did that go down? And it wasn't like that at all. We were able to say things that we wanted to say. We were able to ask all of the questions, and I feel like Dr. Mordin got a little bit cheated on this one a little bit. I wish that we would have been able to say a little bit more about maybe the pro side of the genophage, because I do understand it. And I think the way that Mordin thinks, and I have since the beginning. So it was a little bit unimmersive for me today that I wasn't able to stay with my decision and my viewpoints on how I feel about the genophage. And it kind of made me mad a little bit that we were just pointing fingers the entire time. But overall, today went amazing. And I'm super glad that we have finished Dr. Mordin's loyalty mission. I'm excited to see what his new outfit is. Next time, we're gonna hop right in and take Grunt down to talk to Rex about what's going on with him. And I am very excited to see what happens with all of that. Mainly, I'm just excited to talk to Rex more. Today was amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. In the comments, please let me know how you're feeling about the genophage. I know that we've talked about it a bunch on this channel, but it is really interesting to kind of hear different viewpoints about it. And that is another thing that I love about this game, is just being able to talk to you guys and see everyone's opinion about the different gray areas within the game. So you guys know mine. I talk about it all the time here. I would love to know your opinion as well. So I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for joining me today. Bye, everyone.